And so whether it's generating income through the options or all those things that we talked about prior. And for anybody on YouTube, we had some technical problems. Sorry about any of that, but we will be back on again live tomorrow at 4:30. Okay. So whatever the case may be, whether you just are getting started with VectorVest and you want to go down the successful investor path, or whether you really want to ramp things up and get more of the 40% a year returns, or anywhere in between, or whether you're somebody that really is after the income, this is going to be the masterclass that's going to get the job done for you. So it's going to be once again at the Tampa Airport Marriott, February 20 and 21st. And it's going to be 2 full, action-packed days. I'm not going to so much go through every single talk and what the gist of every single talk is, but more so just kind of lay out sort of the path in terms of the big picture. So morning of day 1 is all about, in essence, the components of successful investing. It's why VectorVest is in business today. It's the launching point for everything else that we do. It's the core concepts, the core indicators, the core interpretations. It's the basic product that we follow here at VectorVest, no matter who you are. It's going to be helping you either with your picks, your timing, and all of it, right? And so this is where we got to learn the most, is morning of day 1. Once we've got a little bit of knowledge there, then we can start working on crafting a secure retirement, or doing things like matching our investment decisions to our personality, to us as a particular individual. That's sort of the next layer of learning that you want to get to. And so when we get into the morning of day 2, we're talking again about ETFs primarily and options income. One symbol, one trade, one set of rules to generate all the income you could possibly need in a given year. Can't get any easier than that. One symbol, one trade, one set of rules. Then we get in the afternoon of day 2 and we just kind of tie a bow on it, man. Be honest with you. You're going to learn one more dynamic technique called the near perfect indicator. We save sometimes the best for last, right? But on top of that, it's more reminding you, boy, we've learned a lot of information in these 2 days. First thing is, who are you? Thereby, you can pick the best plan to get started with. Help you focus so that when you leave this event Monday, following this event, you're ready to hit the ground running. That's what the final presentation is all about. Okay? So hopefully, my job here is not to teach anything. My job here is to make sure that you attend this event either live or virtually. And I share this nugget with you, a great quote from something I've even used in my sports lifetime, prior life when I was younger, and was actually quite good at sports back then. But I find a lot of value in preparation, okay? And that's what he's saying here. He says, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. I'll spend the first 4 of those hours sharpening my axe. Being somebody that owns a little bit of land and has now for some time, and the prior patch was mostly wooded, I actually had to use, thankfully, a chainsaw a couple times, and it was valuable to have a sharp chainsaw at that point. So there's kind of the funny side of it. But the message is, if you want to change your life in terms of investing in the stock market, I would spend these 2 days, whether you're going to do it live and in person, or whether you're going to take it in via live stream from the comfort of your own couch or somewhere in the beautiful Caribbean, whatever the case may be, do it, because that's going to set you up for the rest of your life. That's a wonderful exchange. 2 days for the rest of your life. That's a value proposition that you're never going to see again. Okay, so I would encourage you to go live. There's a lot of value in going live. At one point, I asked some people that keep coming live. There will be some folks there in the front row that have been in the front row every year that I've been there. And I have been there 22 of the last 25 years. And I asked them, I said, I know why I keep coming back. Why do you keep coming back? Because VectorVest isn't this difficult. We talk about that first couple presentations. They said, Steve, Going to this does two things. And the reason I like to go live and in person does two things for me. It recharges my batteries because I surround myself with like-minded people using the same product, and I learn from them as well while I'm here. And number two, you guys, there's so much depth to this product, and you guys are always getting better at presenting it year after year after year, that I know that if I don't come, I'm going to miss something. I'm going to regret that decision. And so what I want you to do is get there. The price is unbeatable. You know, it's normally $500, which this day and age, even $500 wouldn't cover hardly the food and beverage at these events. I'm being serious. It's crazy. You should see the AV costs for something like this. Doing a telecast worldwide, it's crazy, man. $95, you know what that is? If you pay the $95, you're going to show up. I ran the education budget here for a long time. We could do free events until the cows come home, and less than half of the people will show up because it was free. You know, they didn't. So we figured, you know, $95 will get you there. And that's been the right recipe. We have very few people, you know, skip out on the event at just $95. That's the only reason we charge. We want you to get there. Okay. Now, if you don't want, now to get there, you go to VectorVest.com/Tampa. And I'll put that out into the chat so that some of you can leverage that if you decide to do it. For those that are on YouTube, all you got to do is go to that website. It'll give you more information and a place where you can sign up for the deal, for the $95. It's just VectorVest.com/Tampa. Okay. So that's a thank you for being at this webcast. On top of that, if you don't, like if I realize it, we're getting through the holiday season, thankfully. The life has never been busier right now. So hopefully things will be slowing down. That's one reason why we pushed it towards February this year. We figured more people could come. And so far it looks like we're going to be right. So back on the live before I get to the stream, I'd say we're about 75 to 80% sold out. You know, and there's about a month, 7 weeks or so to go. Something like that anyway. There is a very solid chance that this thing will sell out. So do not delay. If you're somebody that wants to go live, I would get that done this week because we're doing 2 more webcasts. And I'd be surprised, you know, if it makes it through this week without getting sold out live. If for some reason you can't go live, but you definitely don't want to miss it because you saw some of that performance and you want to get some of that for yourself this coming year, go to VectorVest.com/stream. I'll put that into the GoToWebinar chat as well. Okay. Let me put the www so it comes out as a hyperlink. There we go. That's free. You can't beat free. And we can't pay for your food and beverage there, so you're on your own. You got to pick through your own fridge or the hotel concierge or whatever the case may be, you know, but do it, you know, because either way, you want to get this information. You want to be able to use it for yourself. I don't see too many questions here so far, so I'm assuming things went pretty well, other than some technology with YouTube we had to work through. There was a little button that was hiding on me somewhere on the show screen part. But in any case, you know, we will be doing this webcast again tomorrow, 4:30. So if you're somebody who wants to make sure you see the beginning, I would encourage you to do that. But the main thing, you know, where anything's going to change your life is not the first 15 minutes of today's video. It's either getting to this event live for just the $95 or doing it for free from the comfort of your own home. And in either case, it will change your life if you let it. You know, there's lots of things that Jerry and I and Ray and things, lots of things we can do. There's one thing we can't do. The only thing we can't do is make you want to do it. I can try, right? We can do everything else. We can show you how. The only thing that I'm going to need your help with is the want to. So if you want to do it, get it done. Either come live or come via the live stream. And that's going to be it. Real simple presentation today, folks. We'll see you again tomorrow for those that might have missed the beginning. But just thanks for those who are here to take time out of your busy schedules today to be here. And for all of those that that missed it, hopefully they're going to catch some of this on the recording. And I do have a clean copy of the recording that will be going out to everybody who signed up. So you'll get the full video that way if you didn't get it this way. All right, so just thanks for being here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. How much is the software that's needed? Well, it depends on the frequency of data that you desire, right? So somewhere between $800 and $1,295 a year. Just depending on how frequently you want to access the data. But we always have special deals at the show. So be on the lookout for that, because I think you'll get an even better price. We usually do some coupons and things like that. Okay. All right. So thanks for being here, guys. And we will see you soon. Hopefully we see you in Vegas. I mean, in this case, in Tampa. And we plan to hopefully go back to Vegas again second half of the year. Okay. We'll see you guys soon. Good luck out there.